Brandon Clay here with Harmony Marketing. Today we are here with Mr. Coleman Stamper, founder, owner of Limitless Design Build. Coleman, can you just tell me a little bit about what you do, what kind of projects you do, what kind of clients you sell to?
Yeah, so we do high-end backyards, custom one-off projects. We're one of few in the Houston area doing this, and we've been doing it for a while. We've been in business for about 6 years now, and we kind of went down this journey of building these crazy projects. And I got in touch with Brandon a couple years ago, and I gave him the ideas on the brand, and we've kind of ran with it and just kind of grown it together. And now we're into some really, really just wild stuff. It's kind of beyond everybody's imagination of what it's turned into. So yeah, but that's what we do. We build badass backyards.
Can you tell me, like, in your mind, what are some of the defining characteristics of the Limitless brand?
So everything's one-off, right? Everything's a little different than what you typically see. So even if we just do a standard pool and something, it's just, water in somebody's backyard, they always look different than everybody else's. And that was kind of the struggle, is portraying our uniqueness to the world and letting everybody see how much different our stuff was than everybody else's, and then be able to sell the deals and sell these people our dream. So and I think that's the best part about our partnership with Harmony Marketing, is being able to take what we build and take our ideas and then bring them to the people and let everybody else see it for themselves. So
okay, can you just talk to me about, like, what has the working relationship with us been like for you over the last year? What are some of the things that have particularly stood out to you?
Well, it's been really easy. For one, I'm a solo entrepreneur, and I think whenever I met you and you were kind of in the same boat, you had a crazy vision that you were trying to sell the world on, and I bought into it. And I think you've stood behind everything you said you were going to do, which means a lot to me, because when you're a small guy and you're going up against these huge companies, your word is kind of everything, right? So working with you and being able to tell you my vision and where I stand and my ideas, and you taking them and kind of running with them with your own professional experience, has been just a dream come true. I mean, what we've done in the last couple of years, I don't think many people have done. I mean, we've taken, I told you, I said, I don't want a bunch of leads. I know you can do it. I know you're capable, but that's not what we're going for. We're going for quality. And, to do 2.1 million in sales off of 6 projects that we've sold is pretty incredible. I don't think there's anybody else in this area or in the US doing anything like that right now. I don't think there's another marketing company that's done that. So I think that speaks for itself. So.
Yes, sir. Numbers speak, man. That's for sure. So how has the quality of leads been? Just talk to me about.
I think it's been awesome, and I think I think it's just like with anything else. We've had a bunch of R&D from the beginning, which is I think we knew that was coming, and especially with what we were trying to do, we knew it was different. We knew it wasn't an avenue many people have gone down. So I think at first, we kind of played with it, and then me being able to bounce my ideas and my feedback to you, and you listening. And being able to tighten it up where we needed to tighten it up, loosen it up where we needed it loosened up. And I think over the last year, it's became just incredible, the quality that comes in. I mean, every call that comes in is exactly what we want, and people that we want to work with. And there's not really any fielding that needs to be done. I feel like the people, they know they want to work with us. We know we want to work with them, and it's easy. So
can you describe, like, who are the types of homeowners that make your clientele? These aren't just your run-of-the-mill homeowners looking for a $60,000 pool. Like, there's a particular type of consumer. Like, how would you describe that person?
I mean, very high end, very upper echelon as far as the pool industry goes. With that being said, I mean, our whole business is built around a white glove service, right? So we not only are we just trying to go after people that have the money to build these type of projects, we want customers that want these type of services, right? That see the value in what we're bringing. And I think what Harmony Marketing has done is brought those people to us and kind of brought us to those people too. So I think it's a win-win for everybody. And I think, it's crazy to see what you've done with it. So
appreciate that, man. Had you worked with another marketing agency before starting with us?
I have. Yeah. So I worked with it.
Like,
say it again.
I said, what was that experience like, and how did it compare to working with us?
So it was very, little background on me. I've worked with some of the big guys, the big builders in the Houston area. I've been a part of some really, really big companies that have been bought out by private equity, and I kind of seen the way they did their marketing and generated leads for big sales teams. So when I originally started marketing for Limitless, I did the same thing. I went after that same guy and that same marketer, and I brought them into Limitless. I paid them a lot of money, had them funnel us leads in, and just was not happy with the quality of leads. It was more so like, hey, we got your number off Google. We're getting 10 other bids. May the best man win. Who's giving us the cheapest price? And that's just not what Limitless Design Build is about. Being a solo entrepreneur, I wanted quality over everything, and my time is everything. And I wanted to be able to spend the time with these customers that they need and they deserve whenever they're putting their faith into us. So
I'm curious, like, it is when you're investing in anything, especially a marketing agency and somebody who, like, you're putting your brand reputation in the hands of, like, that's a risky decision. What made you feel comfortable and confident deciding to make that decision with us?
Man, I think just, again, your crazy vision that you had for your company. And I think I saw the value in what you were offering. And, I think you believed in my crazy vision, and it's just one of those things, man. It takes one to know one. And I put my faith in you, and it was the best thing I ever did for my company. I mean, we went through highs and lows, and obviously, your services aren't cheap, but you get what you pay for. And there's been times where, business is slowing up, and it's like, man, they got to make cuts, and Harmony Marketing is just not one of them that we're willing to cut. I mean, it's one of those things where we know we need y'all on our team, and we know the partnership is strong, and we're gonna stick it out with you. So,
man, that means a lot. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
Seriously.
absolutely.
So I'm curious, like, what you would say, because I talk to business owners all the time, not just pool builders, but other builders and just business owners in general who have been burned by other marketing agencies, because you've been burned. And most people that have been burned by an agency, or most people that have worked with an agency have been burned, because a lot of agencies just aren't great at what they do, and they're great at selling their services, but they kind of suck on the fulfillment side. I'm just like, as somebody who has been burned and then decided to make a leap of faith and then was rewarded by it, like, what would your advice be to those other business owners who have been burned?
I would say every business is different. Not everybody's going to be like Limitless Design Build, just like Limitless Design Build doesn't want to be like everybody else. But I think the fact of working directly with somebody that cares about what they do, they're knowledgeable about what they do, but they also take your feedback, right? So I noticed with these other companies, we're paying them $5-10 grand a month, and we're telling them, hey, we're not liking what's happening here. We need some adjustments. And when they kind of talk to you like, hey, we know what we're doing, we generate hundreds of leads for pool builders or construction workers or whatever we do a year, and you just need to trust the process. Well, whenever you're a small business and you're allocating these funds to your marketing, that doesn't always work, right? So you want to have somebody that's willing to shift and pivot and be fluid with you, and work with you in the different seasons and different times and different needs for your business. And I don't think there's anybody out there doing that like Harmony Marketing. So I would say if you find a marketing company that's willing to work with you, willing to be fluid, because companies that are stuck in their ways and stuck with how they got leads 10 years ago is not working in 2026. And that's a fact. And, I remember whenever I told you, so when I first got into the pool business, I was one of the first guys using Instagram to get business, and we were generating a ton of business off of it. And that was kind of where I was like, hey, I was getting more business running organic content on Instagram than me paying these Google guys $10,000 a month. So when I saw Brandon and them bringing this social media marketing to the forefront kind of what they were doing and pushing that as the main go-to to get leads, it just made sense. So, and again, that could change in a few years, and I think Brandon will shift and move with it. So again, find somebody that can move with the times, find somebody that knows what they're doing, find somebody that can help you build your brand. And I think you'd be all right. So
game recognizes game, man. You were already ahead of the curve, and you saw that we were trying to do the same thing. And it made sense.
Now everybody's trying to jump on it too, so they can't get it.
No, sir. Seriously. Yeah, there are lots of builders in the Houston area that want it, but you got that spot, man. Can you talk to me about like, is there, have you noticed whenever you show up to somebody's house that came through the lead funnel and they saw you on the ad and now they're seeing you in person, do they ever comment on that? Like, oh my gosh, like, you're that guy?
Absolutely. And I think we've done a really good job at that. We've kind of we've definitely wanted to push the fact that, you know, when you meet someone or when you meet us at Limitless Design Build, you're meeting me. I'm the guy that answers the phone calls. I design your projects. I'm managing your projects, and I'm seeing it through and through. So I think whenever I show up to their front door and I knock on their front door, you know, and I'm pretty easy to recognize, you know, the guy with the tattoos and the bald head. So they kind of see it, and it puts the face to it immediately. And it's almost like we've been hanging out for a couple months because they've been watching it every day on their Instagram feed, you know, which is cool. So yeah, I think the relationships are already nurtured from the get-go, and it's not scammy. It's just organic. You know, people want to see quality, and you know, Harmony Marketing, you know, helps me bring that to the screen. So yeah.
100%. And then kind of wrapping up, can you just talk about some of the projects that you've closed through here? So we've done just under 2.1 million, so $2,070,000 in the first. It's really just been about a year, actually a little under a year since we initially launched your first campaign, and that was just 6 projects. So just what are the types of projects that you've been able to land through this?
So I would say the cool thing with it is, because when I met you, I think I had about $1 million under construction at the time I met you, which was pretty much organic, word of mouth, right? So really solid stuff, really cool projects. The ones we shot in Conroe, and the big ones with all the putting greens. So the cool thing is the leads that were brought in and the jobs that I've gotten off the marketing are just as quality as my direct referrals that I was getting before I started my marketing, which I think is something to say, because, you know, a lot of times when you're seeing these Google marketing, when you've seen the Google marketing and stuff like that, where you're the top 5 that comes up and they click on it, and, you know, you're the cheapest out of 10 builders. They don't really match the company brand, if you will. So, you know, they're just kind of fill the gaps in the schedule, in the construction schedule, and bring money in type leads, which is great for some people. But for me, that wasn't what was important. I wanted quality leads that fit my brand, projects that were really, really extraordinary. And they show for it. I mean, the Gilmore project went viral on Instagram. And you know, that wasn't even one of our biggest budget pools, but you know, the homeowner had the vision. They knew what they wanted. They knew they wanted us to help them bring it together. And I mean, between you and Caleb and Prime Wedding Films shooting that, and we're making a bunch of videos out of it. I mean, everybody loves that pool. We get so many requests, and we've made a bunch of money off that pool because people see it and want us to build the same thing for them. So the quality of the leads and it's just awesome. And then the type of customers we're getting, I mean, they just fit us, right? So it's not people that are shopping for the cheapest. It's not people that are, you know, trying to get people to fight for their livelihood to get the cheapest product they can get. It's people that really know us. They feel like they know us. They trust us. They want to bring us in and trust us with their backyard, and they invest a ton of money with us to make their dreams come true. So I'm impressed. I mean, we just went through the numbers on the 2.1 million or 2 point whatever million, and it's just crazy to look back at it now and see, like, dang, those were none of those were direct referrals or anything like that. That was straight up marketing leads, you know, and relationships we have with those people too now that are awesome. I mean, Chad Murray's one of them. That job was out in Hempstead, Texas. That's in the middle of nowhere. And, you know, he's referred us to a bunch of cool people that he knows, and other projects and avenues that's opened up. So it's cool. It's just really cool to see it. I mean, we've gotten 5-star reviews on all those projects that we built that came from Harmony Marketing, which says a lot too. You know, they were as good as leads they were for us. They were just awesome clients to work with. So
that's really cool, man. Yeah. And every single project that's closed is, you know, that typically leads to so many other things that you could never even predict.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, the new one we got coming up, the new projects we got coming up, the ones I don't want to really say their names yet, but the ones that we just closed up, the 2 big ones. I mean, that's $1 million right there in pools, and in a month. Actually, it was within a week. So it was we signed those, or we got those locked down within a week. So
we can say $1 million week. Wow, that's
$1 million week. And not only that, I mean, like we were saying, the money was great, but like from what we started, we were like, hey, this is what we want to build, right? And you were like, I see it, you got it, we can help. And then to see what those projects look like, I mean, there's marketing coming out on them, I think, in a couple weeks on those renderings and stuff. I mean, it's just, I mean, they're bangers. I mean, this is stuff that you've only seen in California. We're bringing it to freaking Conroe, Texas, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, who would have thought 10 years ago, you know, I would have laughed at you if you told me that we were building $400,000 pools in Willis, Texas.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And we're doing it now. So we've kind of kicked the door open in some of these big neighborhoods. I think, like, you know, again, you know, I said crazy stuff to you. I'm like, let's get in these big neighborhoods and these big neighborhoods. Let's cut off all the little neighborhoods and crazy stuff like that. And I think a lot of marketers have been like, no way, dude, no way. You're going to go out. You're going to go out. You're going to go under. There's no way we're going to do that. And you were like, no, hell yeah, let's do it. And we drove ads in there. We kicked the door open, and now we're in there, dude. And we're in two of the biggest prominent neighborhoods with some awesome development going on. I mean, I think we did exactly what we set out to do, and we're going to keep on going. So,
yes, sir. Oh man, that's some good stuff. $1 Million Week. That's so crazy to say. Let's just do that every week, and then you'll have a $52 million a year business.
Yeah, you need to put on here. You need to put right in here, edit into the video, and put the renderings of those two pools right here. You could just say the $1 Million Week right there. Yeah, we like the 6-9 deal. You put it in there.
Dude, I'm totally gonna do that. Yeah, I'm definitely overlaying some of the pictures of these projects on there. They're too crazy to not show.
No, I mean, that's the thing, man. They're beautiful, right? So like I was telling you, like the money's great. We always, entrepreneurs, we set out to make money. That's what we do. We feed our families this way. But at the end of the day, you're passionate about what you do. I'm passionate about what I do. And the best projects I have coming up to date, I think, and I hate to say that because I've built some awesome ones and I love all y'all's projects too. But these two that are coming up, I mean, are just, I never would have dreamed of it, maybe 10 years down the road, but these are projects that people work their whole lives and never get to build, So I'm super excited for 2026. I am, and I appreciate it.
It's going to be a rocket ship of a year, man. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, Coleman, thank you so much for doing this, man. This actually means a lot, and it's really cool hearing you say all those words. And I'm just, I'm glad you took the leap with us. It's been a fantastic journey. We're only just getting started, baby.
That's it, baby.
You're young. How old are you?
So I am 34.
34, dude. Building projects that some people never get a chance to even touch in their lifetime.
Yeah. Crazy. I tell everybody I started at 24, so it took me 10 years to blow up overnight,
And that's a really good reminder for me because I'm sitting here, I'm 25 right now, and some days I'm like, man, this is really going a lot slower than I thought it was going to, but I think it takes forever. It takes a lot longer than people think, but it also happens faster than you think.
Yeah, but you got the right thing going on, man. You got your wife, and my wife bought into this crazy vision where I'm doing this. I was up all night designing these pools that everybody would be like, nobody's ever going to buy something like that. Yeah, and she just believed in it, And you got the same thing, man. You got a good woman behind you, and you got God behind you, and that's it.
Seriously, a great woman in God will take you, further than you could ever imagine. And that's I was telling Lexi about that the other day, man. Like. When she and I first started dating, I was running a little landscaping business, like just shoveling rocks, but she saw something in me and she believed in me. She's been so supportive this whole way. So that's so cool to hear that you've got that too, man.
Absolutely, man. And it's cool I love seeing Lexi. I get these every time I see her come through in Slack and she's messaging me. I'm like, this girl's on it, man.
Yeah.
She's all about it, and she's bought into the vision just like I bought into your vision. So yeah, what you're doing is working, man. So keep it up. So
thanks so much, dude. Well, that'll wrap us up today. Y'all check out Limitless Design Build. He's building some of the craziest projects in the Houston area. Not one to sleep on. That's for sure. Absolutely. Coleman, thank you so much, man. This has been incredible.
Later, bro.
Later, man.
Peace.